Blindsided by life. You, me, and we were just rolling along February and March. And then we were all blindsided by COVID-19. But prior to COVID-19, when you, me, and we were blindsided by life, by circumstance, by failure, by setbacks, by embarrassment, by our haters and our critics, as well as our own self-sabotage and our own self-doubt, how did we get back on track after being blindsided, moving along in life, leadership, business, and in relationships, and then all of the sudden, unexpectedly, bam! Being hit by a situation, circumstance, life, or like we are today, this pandemic. Here are 6 principles it is that I teach in over 28 plus industries with national brands in over 8 different markets in which I coach, as well as my one-on-one clients currently, and that I speak and talk about all the time on my show that comes on every Motivation Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time from Hollywood's Dash Radio Studios on Island Block Radio, the Coach V Show. I talk about these type of things. And here are 6 principles after being blindsided by life, leadership, business, sports, or relationships that will allow you to get back on track. These 6 principles of how to survive and thrive in your blindside is this. First off, is this aspect of the don't quit mindset. Because when things go wrong, as they most times will, and when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, and when the funds are low, when the debts are high, and you want to smile but you have to sigh, when life is going to be pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. This has been a vital ingredient in people's success that I have talked to, with all of the companies that I have visited with, interviewed on the Island Block radio shows, the Coach V Show, is this aspect of this don't quit mindset. Not saying it's easy, but all of these principles are absolutely worth it. And to switch your mindset from being shocked, in misery, feeling sorry from yourself to, hey, regardless of what's going on here, we are going to figure this thing out and move forward. It's not like it's not going to hurt. Because Lord knows everybody that's an entrepreneur or small business, even big business, is needing bailouts right now, being blindsided by this COVID-19 and the pandemic that we're going through. It doesn't mean that. It just means that you will persevere. You will move forward despite the animosity, despite the misery, the frustration of all that is going on, despite the fact that you have failed, had setbacks, and that your own self-doubt is telling you just forget it, give up, quit already. No. Number 1 is the don't quit mindset. Number 2 is watch some real motivation. Yes, you could watch Tiger King on Netflix or just binge on Netflix, or you can watch some things, especially because we can't go and watch and experience motivation for ourselves as we're locked up in the houses with these lockdowns currently. But you can watch The Pursuit of Happyness, Erin Brockovich, some real life stories about how other people had this don't quit mindset mentality and how they persevered in what it is that they were going through, because we all need some of that. How can we replicate something it is that we can't do? How do we bounce back or get off track after being blindsided unless we have some reference points to encourage us that we can, we must, we will, then we'll be all it is that we're called to achieve. And that is number 2 is watch some real motivation to spark you, to get you going, to inspire you, and to increase that will and desire for you within to continue to move forward in spite of. Number 3 is call and talk to people that will encourage you. Not people. Don't call and talk to people that will whine, complain, and blame with you, because misery loves company. What I'm talking about here is call the people and just tell them what it is that you're going through. Or just call them and say, hey, I just need to connect. Don't tell them what's going on, or connect with people that have that positive energy. But stay away from negative people that whine, complain, and blame. Because that's not going to get you back on track after being blindsided by life like we are all going through right now. But talk to people that believe in you, that believe that you can persevere. And not just hope talk, but people that actually have been around you, know what you're capable of, and encourage you and point out, remember when you went through this last time? This is very different because none of us in our lifetimes have ever gone through anything like this pandemic currently, but you still can do it today. Number 4 is often called your why, but Coach V's calling number 4 is that your reasons will get you your results. Dig down deep. When it is that I don't feel like shooting videos, going and standing in front of thousands of people and talking about how it is to be successful and gain life fulfillment, what I reach to as my reasons is because of the fact that I look at my kids to offer and to bring a better experience of life than I experienced during my time when I was eating free and reduced lunch every single day in Pomona, California, from elementary school to freaking high school. Nah, I got to provide a better life for that. So my reasons now overwhelm even the blind side it is that I'm experiencing. Even disconnecting my reasons will get me my results, but my reasons also disconnect me from the negativity that I might be thinking, the self-sabotage of my own self-doubt. So then that way I can absolutely move forward. And number 5 is, see, the goal must remain. Let me say that again. The goal must remain, but what changes is how you've been doing it and the strategy. In my business alone, there has been a huge pivot from everyone, but I was already starting to do this one-on-one coaching starting back in October of 2019. So I gave myself a launch. Now the pivot is full mode. So now that I've lost over $10,000 of business on speaking alone, not even counting what it is that my one-on-one clients, if I add that to it, I might start to fall in misery while it is that I'm taping this deal. It's #real talk. But the fact that now it has pushed me to really change my process, change my strategy, change how I was doing things, to really go after my one-on-one clients that are at home like I am and start boosting what it is that are my Zoom calls, my group coaching calls, and all of that. So the goal doesn't change, but what changes is the how and the strategy. That is number 5. And number 6 is progress till you, me, and we break through. So very different than not quitting, where you're pushing and moving and you're trying to make moves, kick down doors, find out avenues, pivot. See, that's number 1 in this don't quit mentality. This here, number 6 in this progression it is that I'm teaching today, is progress till breakthrough is you keep doing what you can. And just like the Chinese bamboo tree, planted, and after 5 years or up, it takes up to 5 years before it will even break ground. The non-progress it is that you see, and you see no return on investment of your effort of the planting, taking away the weeds from around that Chinese bamboo tree, and all it does is grow down in terms of root until it even breaks through. So there's some patience for the timing of this to break through. Do we all have 5 years? Hell nah. We got to pay our bills yesterday. But what I'm saying is, whether it's now during this pandemic and being blindsided by life and how we're going to survive and get back on track, is to be patient and to understand that we must progress in how we can until we break through by watering the root of what it is that is our various projects, our dreams, hopes, and aspirations, and the achievements that we want till it breaks through. Number 1, this don't quit mindset. Number 2, watch some real motivation. Number 3, talk to some people that will really encourage you and mentor you. Number 4 is don't forget your why, because reasons get results. Plug into that why to re-inspire, reinvigorate, and energize you to move forward from what it is that is your current negative situation. Number 5 is the goal remains, meaning don't change the goal. What needs to adjust and pivot and transform and change is going to be the how and the strategy. And then number 6 is progress until you break through. Thank you so much for tuning in and being part of my community here. If you like and you have valued what it is that I spoke on today, please smash and hit that like button. Please share it with the people it is that you love in your network or is like-minded with you that could use this to stir their heart, mind, and soul to be the best that they can be and live their best life. And also, subscribe. V-Viliami te fok tau tapel ava Tuivai, they call me Coach V.